So stop scrolling, stop in your digital mindset for now. Just think about this question and let me know, what are you grateful for today?
Well, I will start. And since me and Margarita we're doing the, we're going to be both facilitating the event, I would also suggest another rule. Once someone presents them what they're grateful for, maybe they can choose who speaks next, so we can have the whole thing a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah.
So I am really grateful for having this little hot cup of coffee right next to me, because it's all of a sudden it's getting really cold here in Italy. So that's one of the things that I'm really grateful for. And the other thing that I'm grateful for is that we keep on having these talks consistently, and which allows me to catch up with people that I already know. And it's also nice because I get to know new people, like Maya in this case, and Vlad. So these are the three things, two or three things, depending on how you're counting them, that I'm grateful for. And I'd like to give the word to Maya.
Yes, thank you. So I think I'm grateful for, how can I say it? I think having an optimistic mindset. I realized that it's not easy to be optimistic all the time, and the more and more I appreciate and focus more on being optimist, especially with the negativity that you consume on a daily basis on social media. So I am grateful for the fact that I built that resilience, and I'm grateful for my health and also the good weather today. It's sunny, but not too sunny. So I will move it to Maya.
Hi guys, what is grateful for today? To be here, if I'm being honest with you, to meet you all of us here, like Mariam, Hamza, Margarita, and the new people also. Happy to meet in Vasil, and now we'll exchange some details, so for future we can get in touch. Then and enjoy today. I'm enjoying the weather today. Finally, it's not bad weather in the UK. So I'm gonna pass into who's Barbara? She's the new.
That's me. Already a couple of years partner with Masterpiece, Yerima. We operate along the same lines, using creativity to empower and to connect people. And it's very grateful for loads of things. Actually, in fact, in the morning, whenever I put on my oil in the morning, that's my time that I do a grateful ritual. So while I'm doing all these things, I'm pronouncing all the things I'm grateful for, which is really cool. And the first thing that came to mind now is just cuddling with our three cats. I think I love that. That makes me so peaceful. So just diving into their fur and stroking them, and yeah. That would be my thing for now.
Nice. And who would you nominate?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Maya Shukova.
Already I was talking, so you can pass into.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
For example, choice Hamza.
Yerima or Yerima.
Yes, thank you, Barbara. Nice to see you here as well. I am also grateful for a lot of things, starting with my family and friends and girlfriend, and also, of course, my job for Masterpiece, meeting all kinds of people from all around Europe and the world, just like you guys, and learning new things because of these different kinds of courses, and also being able to learn new things every day on the job. I'm also grateful for, like Mariam said, also here in the Netherlands today, the weather is quite good. No rain, so really happy for that, and a lot of sun actually, so that's good. And I'm also grateful for my puppy, who is sleeping on the couch now, so I have some peace and quiet to be able to follow this course. So a lot of things to be grateful for. Let's see. because I don't see everyone here. Hamza, then, because I heard Hamza before.
Yes, thank you, Yarima. So hello everyone. So it's a good question. What are you grateful for today? I think I'm grateful for being alive for today, for another day, because like being alive for another day is like it makes you more grateful for anything else. So you like being alive can give you like the chance to meet new people, try new things, being like I don't know, do a lot of beautiful things in like in this new day. So yeah, I'm grateful for a new day in life. So and I'm sure enjoying like seeing you all. So yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. Um, who is next? Can pass it to Yara.
Hi everyone, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm grateful for a lot of things, but mostly my family and friends. They're a great support system. And yeah, that's mostly it. I pass it to Tamer.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tamer from Lebanon. I'm grateful for many things today, for my health, for my sight, for everything.
And who would you like to give the word to, Tamer?
Has Sharbel talked yet?
No, so he can go.
Yeah.
Hello. Well, I'm grateful that we are still alive in Lebanon. Yeah. That's it.
And who would you like to give the word to?
Maybe Yara.
I already went, so you have to choose someone else.
Oh. Rami.
Your mic, Rami? We cannot hear you.
Yes, sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, good.
Hello, everyone. Honestly, I was listening to the grateful things, but honestly, I'm grateful for everything. But today, as Charbel said, maybe I'm grateful for having good health. Me, myself, my wife, and my kids, especially in those days. And I give it to, let's say, Sofyan.
Yes, thank you. I think like everyone here, I'm grateful for many things. But I think the most important thing is health. Being healthy is a very grateful thing, even today. Yeah, so I pass the word to Francesca.
Francesca, are you there?
I don't think she's.
Okay, maybe she's not available to talk right now.
Yeah, she
Okay.
said she had problems with the mic at the beginning
Maybe
of the dialogue. Yeah. I guess I can go. Speaking of health, I could say that I'm quite grateful of the fact that I tested negative for COVID today and there was a risk and I am quite congested. So there was a fear in the office, everybody avoided me. So I guess very simple gratefulness there.
Yes.
If I can go ahead, I could ask Alec or Masterpiece,
Yeah.
whoever is connected.
Hi everyone. I'm so happy to hear that you're all grateful for a lot of different ideas and stuff that you like and appreciate in life. I'm grateful for everything, like you said, I think gratitude is not limited. So even in difficult times, I'm always grateful for like the small things, because like these difficult times even shape us. So grateful for the big and small things that we appreciate in life. And that's what makes us content in life, like appreciating things, even as small as health. And yeah, so I don't know who to nominate. You can help me if you have anyone in mind.
I can speak.
Yes, please.
So yeah, thanks for reminding us to be grateful also for the small things, of course, with everything happening around us these days. I'm grateful for this small positive group that comes together to discuss how to make safe space online and offline. So I'm grateful also for masterpieces joining in today and curious about what we're gonna discuss. Who didn't go? Let me check. I see Armin is there, so Armin.
I think I'll speak instead of him because he's on the phone call right now. So if that's okay, I wasn't speaking. So what I'm grateful for, well, I'm grateful for that I woke up healthy today and for this beautiful sunny weather, and also for this candy bar that I have because I can't function properly without it. So yeah, that would be my thing. So I have no idea who didn't talk. I think everyone, or
Yeah, I think almost
I'm not
everyone
sure.
shared. So thank you so much, all of you. I think we're off to a good start. So I'm happy to see and to hear that you are all in great mindsets. So yes, now we'll move to having a more of an introductory of the project before we start the dialogue. Okay, so let me do this. So about the Erasmus Virtual Exchange. So it was a pilot project run by the European Commission from 2020. So exerted the virtual exchanges. So it is a technology that enables people-to-people dialogues. I think you're now more familiar with this type of dialogues. So over a period of the initiative is providing innovative ways to young people, educators, youth workers in intercultural programs using technology to bridge the geographical and cultural gap. So virtual exchange is based on people-to-people interaction and dialogue. So yes, this is 4.0, or in another word, digital acceleration to empower young entrepreneurs. So the countries who are part of this consortium or these projects are Prima Presta from Italy, Masterpiece Foundation Netherlands, Lebanese Development Network from Lebanon, Masterpiece Morocco from Morocco, Jamiyati from Tunisia, and Youth Power from Sweden. So the DARE basically aims to enhance intercultural dialogue and foster diversity, innovation, while bridging the digital divide by promoting inclusion and participation. Also foster the development of interpersonal and intercultural skills, including critical and analytical thinking, creativity, and learning. So part of their 4.0 activities are Dare to Think Outside of the Box. So it includes 10 intercultural and digital online facilitated dialogues, as some of you have already seen. The second is Dare to Learn Digital Skills, so interactive open. It involves interactive open online courses. Also, some of you in this also dialogue have witnessed this. And the third activity is Dare to Create Transitional Digital Solutions. So this will be implemented via creation of mobile apps for current and common problems through transitional exchange projects. So today's session or today's dialogue is about virtual reality and augmented reality. I'm excited actually to know more about this. So yes, we will have experienced speakers who will guide us through this dialogue. And yes, we will find more about the project in the sense that we also have created a video that explains everything about this project, the countries, the outputs and inputs of this project. So I will share with you a video as well that we created using artificial intelligence as well, since we are also trying to hop in on digital trends. But before that, I want you to help me in terms of scan this. It is a survey, a pre-dialogue survey. If you could scan it and then fill out the questionnaire. So maybe you can scan it for now and leave it in a tab, open tab, and then we can move to the video. And if you succeeded in scanning it, you can just let me know in the chats. Okay, I will now. Thank you, Maya. Done. Thank you. Yes. Wow, you're quick. Talking about being digital savvy. Okay, so I will stop sharing my screen for this and then share my screen on the video that basically explains everything about this project. Okay, I see a lot of done in the chat, which is great. Let me share my screen again while you finish the survey. Okay, that is the video. Here's the video. Okay, I will share with sound. And then okay.
Welcome to our DARE 4.0 project.
The sound is good?
We would like to take you to a brief tour of what our project is all about. I am Sam, your host. Here are some key insights about the project. DARE 4.0 project aims to equip 1,500 young people 18 to 30, focused on young entrepreneurs and youth workers in Italy, the Netherlands, Sweden, Lebanon, Tunisia, and Morocco with skills and competencies to accelerate the digital transformation of the economy and society. It aims to enhance intercultural dialogue and foster diversity and innovation while bridging the digital divide, promoting inclusion and participation. The project aims to foster the development of interpersonal and intercultural skills, including critical and analytical thinking, creativity, and learning. The partnership aims to see a future where being different is a plus. We know that caring about the other is the new cool, going digital is new normality. To achieve this future, the coordinator and partners designed the project building on their experiences with young people, the results of implemented projects, and today's needs of youth. A total of 120 young people, young entrepreneurs, and youth workers will participate in 10 online facilitated dialogues tackling intercultural and digital topics. A total of 60 participants will receive 5 interactive open online courses, and together co-create 10 mobile applications that address common challenges and problems. And finally, with the DARE 4.0 Summit, a jury will select the top 3 who shall receive awards for a further learning experience.
Okay. Great. So basically, this is a little bit of a context background to the project, its goal, also it's part of the activities, its methodology, also in presentation and video. So I hope this also helped you a little bit with providing context. So yeah, Margarita, this is it for me. So now we will move to actually the dialogue part of this online dialogue, and then with the help of experts to guide us through this dialogue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mariam. Thank you. And I would like to pass the word to Yara or Alec. All right, so that they can introduce the speakers, and obviously we can get started.
Hi everyone, my name is Yara. I'm from Lebanon. I work with LDN. I want to start by welcoming all of the participants today. It's going to be very interesting sessions with two of our experts, Dr. Shadbil Sajan and Mr. Rami Shbabi. I'm going to give just a quick introduction for both of them. So Dr. Shadbil Sajan, he is the co-founder of Mindflares and UX strategist and researcher, UX and UI director, and he has set a new standards for digital experiences, and he's also pursuing a PhD in human interaction and UX design. As for Mr. Ramesh Bebe, he's also the co-founder and managing director of Mindflares, and he's a professional with over 19 years of experience in UX research and design, product strategy, digital transformation, customer experience, VR, which is virtual reality, and AR, which is augmented reality. So now for the experts, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Yara, a lot for this introduction. We are grateful again to be here with you guys to share our experience, our journey. I would start. Can I share my screen first?
Absolutely.
Yes, great. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, you can see it.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, I will start by myself. Like Yara was saying, I'm the co-founder of Mindflares. We are specialized in designing experiences from offline to online, and recently into immersive VR, AR experience. So today we will really have a talk together about this technology and how we can humanize in order to have objectives and target in our work, each one in his work, in his specialty, because this type of project, it's about collaboration, it's about knowledge, it's about experience. So Rami, if you want to introduce yourself.
Okay, as Yara said, and Sharbil, my name is Rami Shababi. I'm the co-founder as well for Mindflares. I've been in the market since the starting of the digital era. And now, especially in our era, as the technology is now stable and mature, we are into everything related to customer experience on different fronts, from immersive to digital to different devices to IoT and devices, and lately into augmented reality and virtual reality. Sharbil today will be taking the part of virtual reality and explaining everything around it, and I'll be taking the augmented reality. But just take into consideration that the research part is the same for both, because we are understanding the user who will use both technologies. Okay, Sharbil, if you want to.
Okay. So, okay. First, let's to have a brief about virtual reality, like Rami was saying. We will imagine now that everything related to digital will go further. If you remember, we start by using PC, then mobile, were really something very new, and the mobile application and the automation of everything on mobile. And now we are in the VR era and AR. And especially VR, because it's totally immersive when we talk about using the Oculus. And now I really need to know, guys, from you, why you are interested in this topic. And I'm really interested to know your knowledge in this field. Can someone start and to hear your stories?
Well, I can't say that I am. I guess I'm more curious about the topic. It's something that I don't really deal with. I've never really worked with. I consider myself quite the boomer, as in technologically speaking. I'm not very. I'm very clueless, would say that. So I guess I'm more curious than, and a bit maybe scared in my ignorance, of course.
Okay. In what field you are specialized? Sorry, I'm asking because I don't know you guys.
Well, we work with European projects, so I'm more on the management side and more humanistic, I would say.
Okay, all right.
And then
my experience is similar to Margarita's. My experience is similar to Margarita's in this case when it comes to augmented reality, although we work together on managing projects. And in addition to that, I also specialize in delivering and developing trainings. And the field of augmented reality, or virtual reality rather, I imagine, in this case is something that it's yet to manifest itself in the educational sector. So what drives me here is rather curiosity before anything else. I wouldn't say experience is what is really the primary reason for me being here right now following this talk.
Okay, great. Okay, someone would love to share something with us.
I can share something.
Yes.
When COVID started, we created an online world together with our young people between 18 and 30. And in this online world, it's actually a platform that was created once by Burning Man festival organizers. And it's a platform where you can design your own world. So we have our own online world where you can do workshops, you have a dance floor, you can meet each other through the let's say the screen and voice, but if you walk away in the festival area, the online festival area, you actually disappear, as in you don't hear them and see them, just like at a festival. So you can also go and do your own things and discover new things and then come back together again. So it's a really like an online festival world, and we have online dialogues and everything in there. So it's very cool.
Great. So now we will discover if someone would love to share more things. We will discover that we don't need to fear about this topic, because it becomes really from our daily life. And you will see, I tried to remove all the technical aspects and to really have a human, touch in it, and how it is built in a way that we live every day. So an experience is like an experience going to grocery shop, to going to our friends, to going to an event. So it's very similar, but digital. It's not only about only technical and how to do it and the software you are using and the development part, and it's more about how we can really imagine this experience that solves a problem, that help people, that to solve many challenges. Okay, before I start, some would like to add anything about it?
I imagine that as we go on, we'll have more ideas on on questions and comments to make. So maybe we can start.
Okay, great. Okay, so as we said, I will start by virtual reality. And there's difference between virtual reality and augmented reality. The virtual reality, we are in a virtual world. We are in it, in an immersive. When we put the VR, the Oculus, we are in the experience. Versus augmented reality that Rami will explain more, we are augmenting the reality we are living now. Okay, these are the holistic difference between the two. The skills needed for this type of project, everybody in this room has a role, because we need storytelling, we need a problem solver, we need a content creator, we need a developer, a designer, a graphic designer, and people that know in the industry. Example, if you are working in the education, we need people that has experience in education and the management part and the teaching part. If we need something related to medical or to game or to event or to concert, we need people engaged and has experience in these fields. So before showing video, we have three types or many types of VR, or two types. The fully immersive that we are where we use the Oculus, and we have the mobile VR when as in hardware, Google Cardboard or Samsung Gear. So we can use the mobile or the Google Cardboard. And now the most trendy now is the Oculus with Meta Quest and now with Apple. Okay, so and we have two big methods to really build the VR experience. The first one, if we don't have a space or we want to create something from scratch, an experience from scratch, we use 3D design technology. And the second one is to film the real world and use it in our VR project. Okay, so the first one is a 3D computer generator. We use the 3D model software to really build the design of the space we are in it. The second one is the filming. Sometimes regarding the touristic places, we use real photography. So we use devices and hardware to really film spaces that we are using in the VR environment. And we have the blending, okay? So sometimes we use the real images or the real videos and including 3D elements, 3D characters, 3D building, and images that we are filming. What are the process of creating this experience? Like I was saying at first, this process is very intuitive and everybody can apply it and have really design and experience. Okay, first let's think about a random project together. Each one of us in your daily life, you are working on projects or you are working on objectives. Okay, so when we are talking about let's say on an educational project, we start by understand the people who are using this experience. We call them users in the digital world. We call them in the VR world players sometimes. So we start by really understand the target audience, the age, the gender, the aspiration, everything related to the human needs. Because when we understand people, we know everything related to limitation of technology, because VR, it could be something very simple and it could be something very complicated and and took a lot of time to develop it, and took a lot of hardware to do it. For example, we can have a VR project that's seen on a mobile and a desktop. We call it WebGL, or on a website, and we can have it on an Oculus. Sometimes in some countries or some industries or some places, people don't afford the Oculus part. So that's why we really need first to really understand our audience, their needs, their challenges, what are their objectives in this experience we are building. Okay, that's why we need to conduct user research, to do interviews, to do surveys with people. We think with the stakeholder that are important, and these are our target audience. The second is really to define the problem. Why we are doing this project. For example, the educational project nowadays, you can see a skeleton in the class where you can see all the part of the body. Okay, so this solution led the student to really understand the details of the anatomy of the human being. So this is what we are solving. So each project we are working, we really we need to understand what we are trying to solve regarding this audience, regarding this scope. Okay, so that's why we need to create a persona. A persona is like a simplification of an age, gender, occupation, aspiration. It's a prototype of a human being that we test this idea regarding this persona. So it's important to really know more details. What are the software he used? What are the technology he is exposed to? For example, some countries in South America and in South Africa don't have the luxury to have a good internet and good softwares and maybe Oculus. So if we are developing a VR experience, for example, for these people, and they don't afford to have Oculus, so here we have a problem. That's why it's very important to really define the problem according to a specific target audience. That's why we need to craft personas. The third point is to ideate, to have a brainstorming. Once we have data about the people, data about the project, what we are solving, we start really to generate ideas, okay, about this experience. Maybe it's an event place, or it's a marketplace. Maybe it's a marketplace that lead people to go and buy stuff inside this place. So that's why we need to ideate according to our target audience, because one project, we can make a project in a 20 and 30 different ways. There's no one solution for an industry. There's many solutions, but according to our needs and our audience. Okay, then we start to prototype. So you can see now it's not about only technical things. Is now we are designing a human experience. So now we start designing the experience, doing sketches. For example, if we are building a marketplace, how the avatar or how the player will go. What is the first thing he will do in this marketplace? He will buy, he will interact with people, he will ask questions, he go to a place where he meet people. So maybe this experience is about tourism and marketplace and maybe business. So he can interact with people, then he go to the market and buy things. So this type of priority is according to our user journey or the player journey. What this player or this user really need to do as a first. It's all about priority. When we draw the user journey, we start by doing some guerrilla testing or testing. We gather the type of users. Maybe we can do a benchmark for 3-4 people according to the persona. We think that they are from the target audience, and we go with them with the draft we did. This draft can be designed and can be prototyped on a software called Figma. Okay, so before going to development, we can start by doing some tests and really to assess have we find the needs of these type of users. It is easy, it's usable, it's readable. He can see everything, he can go, he can use all the component of this experience. And we refine the experience. We got feedback from the users, from the players, and we iterate. Then this part is for the development. Of course, we need a development party that develop this experience. And then we launch it and we evaluate and we iterate. Okay, so this is little bit the design thinking methodology that will help us and lead us to really understand and to build a healthy experience. Okay, so now we will talk about why is VR a hot topic. But before I continue, do you have a question, guys, about the past slides?
So this all basically outlines the methodology that you follow whenever creating or working on a project. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is basically what is the name of this? What is the name of the methodology? Because it seems like something very similar to that. Is it a design thinking thing? Is it an agile thing? Because it seems something from that world.
It's extruded from design thinking and adapted to the VR projects, and of course it's agile.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so why VR is a hot topic? Because it's really an immersive experience. Users feel like they are inside a virtual world, which open up new possibility for gaming, education, training, and simulations. I would like to show you an example of project we did. It's a shop that where we can buy mobile phones. Okay, something related to retails. Okay, so this project, it was a shop for mobile telco in the Arabic world in Saudi Arabia. The objective is to have an immersive experience where people go, like you can see now. Okay, sorry. So you can see an avatar where he go into the shop and he can buy a mobile phone and he can go and talk to the operator or to the office of the shop and get a line or something related to his phone. So this were a very immersive experience. We put the Oculus, we use the sticks, and we go and we use everything related to the shop as it's real. So the dimensions are real. The mobiles are very similar to the real mobiles, and he can even, it's a multiplayer project, he can talk with someone and interact with them and ask them questions about the mobile, about the packages and everything. Of course, what is trendy now is entertainment project, educational and training project. As education, I would like to, I don't know if you saw some education projects like this one.
They enter them. And you can see the flow of blood through it, and you can understand the chambers and the valves. It's literally walk through a heart.
Redham House School in England is trialing teaching children in the metaverse, using VR headsets to dive deeper into the subjects they're studying.
We've used virtual reality across every subject as part of our pilot for virtual reality. Some of the most impressive things we can do are science experiments that would otherwise be impossible or too dangerous to do in a classroom.
Saskia and Alex are metaverse students and have been taking part in subjects from science to history, art, and geography.
It's really cool how I got that.
Because in a normal class, go anywhere near.
Anywhere in the world. Because the digital version of Redham House School is a virtual location, the lessons are accessible for students anywhere in the world. The Metaverse School is being developed by Inspired Education Group. Nathan O'Grady is project lead.
But we can also, in history, to go back and understand what those atmospheres were like.
We were doing this, you can see the function, and so they really get a deeper, better
Inspired education.
Okay, so this is a glimpse about an educational project. Let's see together one related to medical.
The start button to begin. As you can see, this is a significant fraction. Look at the side of the patient's neck to verify it's actually now.
Okay, so this is small examples. Of course, I can share with you the links so you can see all the experience online. This is an example about educational and medical, and we can see more now, of course. So it's about healthcare, business and collaboration. So we can think about a project related to business if you want to do a conference room, or we can do a webinar or a seminar. So we can build a room where we can interact together. So per example, in this meeting, we can do it as a metaverse or virtual reality. We all get connected in the Oculus, and we can talk freely together. Of course, we will choose an avatar representative to ourselves. Sometimes it could be drawn as a real person, the face and the body and everything. So we can present our work, we can talk to each other, we can walk with each other, we can interact freely. So this is one of the advantage of having this type of technology. Architecture design, the virtual reality made the architecture and the industry of construction more easy, because you can go and virtually see all the rooms, all the spaces. If you want to buy an office or buy an apartment, or see the school of your children, you can go put the Oculus and visit virtually the place. Social interaction, of course, it's like what we are doing here, the same concept of the business. We can interact in a very engaging way using the VR. And the tourism and the tourism industry now in the metaverse is booming too, where we can go and discover new places, and maybe to invent a new way of doing tourism. I will show you an example we worked on with the Ministry of Tourism in Saudi Arabia. Here you can see a metaverse where you can choose your avatar and go in this lobby and get to know more Saudi Arabia through interactive screens in the metaverse, through talking with the avatar here, talking with the people here, and asking more questions about how to get a visa, how to go to Saudi Arabia, to attraction places, like here, example. Here to discover the map. And here to discover many places related to Saudi tourism. What else? And of course, the automotive industry, where we can have a view of where we can see the car clearly, all the parts of it in a 3D dimension, and we can go to the problem, or we can, if we want to discover the car before buying it, we can see the car and the place and the engine and everything related. And according and regarding the manufacturer, it is helpful a lot. So I'm talking a little bit about what is trendy now in the VR and the industry that are using the VR. And now the floor is yours, Rami, to let us know more about augmented reality.
Okay, do you prefer to stop for questions, or we ask the questions at the end of the both VR and AR?
Guys, do you have any question about VR?
It would be interesting to see now the augmented reality and to compare the two. So looking forward to that.
Okay, Sharbil, let me share my screen.
Yes.
Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
Screen with augmented reality on it.
Sorry?
We didn't
okay.
hear you, Margi. The speech was cut. Can you repeat?
I'm saying, yeah, we see the screen with written on augmented reality.
Yes, which is perfect. Okay. What is augmented reality? Let's divide the word into two words. It's augmented and reality. Reality, we live in the reality. Augmented, if we can have some synonyms of augmented, is like increase, it's like supplement. We are supplementing and we are augmenting what we show, what we see in reality. Let's say we see a chair. Let's say we see a bottle. Let's say we see a TV. The augmentation of this, if I have, let's say, a mobile phone and I put my phone over let's say, a chair, it could tell me more. It could tell me from which metal it's done. Is it wood, length, height? If it's a TV, it could be more information about this product or this item in front of me. So the augmented reality aim is to add more information about our reality. That's why during the presentation, you will see that everything is done to give more info about what we are seeing. Let's say in education, if we are checking, let's say in geography, let's say the satellites. If we are seeing a satellite, gives you more about the satellite. If we are checking, let's say, a retail, I want to buy these shoes. It will give you not only the price, it will give you what is the leather, what is how it's made. Maybe I can see a video about it. Maybe I can see the animation of how it was done. So whatever it's helping to give more information, it will help for sales, it will help for, let's say, healthcare and medicine. Like Sherber was showing before in VR. The VR is more immersive. You go to this place and you see that let's say I'm checking the heart, I'm checking the lungs. No, here it's on a real person. Let's say I'm seeing a real person. I'm checking his hand. When I put let's say my camera, a phone camera over his hand, it gives you more details about what it's. Okay, I will stop here. I will show you a couple of videos and we'll continue about the key components. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's say here in a car, I can see more over the screen. I can see what are the ways, okay? So it gives you that I should turn to left. When I see this through my camera, I will stop it, sorry, or go back. You can see that this is a traffic here. It's more in red. This is in green. There's no traffic. But it's at the background is reality, is real. What's on top of this, it's the augmented, let's say, between brackets. Okay, here, where can I stop my car? By the way, it's way more into games than into business to business. Do you know Pokemon Go? Did anyone, by the way, let's stop. Did anyone play Pokemon Go? Okay.
I haven't played it, but I remembered it was really big 5 years ago.
Yes.
Like a lot of people were going around with their phones.
Yes, it's the perfect example for augmented reality, because there is the reality through your phone, let's say through your camera lens of your phone of your tablet, and on top of this there is a layer which is an augmented. Okay, they use this augmented layer to play a game. Let's say, did anyone use something like this in furniture at home?
I can say something about the Pokemon.
Yeah.
We have a really cool colored shed And a couple of years ago, it was like one of the Pokemon stops. So people could actually find Pokemons at our shed, seemingly.
Yep.
And nowadays, our shed has become one of the major Pokemon places.
Great, great.
Yeah.
That's one. For example, this example, you can check a real, let's say the real size of a chair inside your home. If it's good for you, is it big, is it small? So this is all what I'm saying is augmented reality. Let's say here in shelves, when you can pass through, it will give you more info. Okay, great. This is the first video. I will show you another one of AR examples. Let's say here for education, we have the reality is the book. When you point the tablet or the phone over this book, it will trigger this layer of, let's say, 3D objects, animation, and it will show you, let's say,
I remember an acquaintance of mine who worked on a similar project, but it was focused on history. So using QR codes, we were able to go around, scan the codes, and it would create a 3D image of a historical monument of some sorts, which was in Bulgaria. And so we would get information about it, and we would be able to see what it actually looked like. Whether it would still exist or was something that was already in ruins from the past, there would be this reconstruction, virtual reconstruction of it, and it was very interesting. And so looking at this reminds me of that.
Vasil, you're 100% right. And I will get into this in a couple of minutes, which is marker-based AR. You have a marker, which is the QR code, and it pops this layer of AR when the camera sees this marker. Okay, let me go back to the presentation. Okay, what are the key components? The key components, you can use your smartphone or tablet, whatever it has a camera and it has a software inside, like it could be Android or it could be iOS. An AR glass, and lately, I don't know if you heard about the Facebook and Ray-Ban, they created some glasses that you can wear, and while you are wearing them, it can see whatever you are seeing, and it could give you more information about what you are seeing. Let's say you asked her, from where do I go to this place? It shows you the dots on the road. You can ask her what is this tower. It could give you it's Eiffel Tower, whatever. So whatever you can see, you can ask, and the lens can see as a camera. And what are the software? Okay, I'm going a bit technical, but just to let you know how it's done. There are many softwares. One of the softwares is ARKit, which is to Apple. Another one is Unity. Unity is made for VR and AR, virtual reality and augmented reality. And there are a couple of additional softwares that you can use for creating augmented reality. What are the sensors that at a later stage, it could help the markers? You know what is the GPS? GPS is to locate your location. So an additional information for the software and to detect more what it's going to say or it's going to show is the GPS. Let's say I'm in front of a tower and this tower looked like, let's say, X tower. But plus the information of GPS, it could be more accurate that this tower is X, its height is Y. So it gives you more information, more exact information. The accelerometers is the speed. So when it calculates how much time do you still need to arrive to a place or how to go from a place to another, the accelerometers is a key point as well. And for sure, the camera and the sensors, the depth. So how much is this point is measures from this point to myself. Is it 10 meters? Is it 100 meters? Is it 500 meters? It gives you directly the depth. Type of AR. Okay, we will go to what Vasil said, the marker-based. The marker-based is depending on a marker. It could be, mainly it could be a QR code or a, let's say a picture. So it's like a marker to pop up this layer, or it could be markerless. So I don't have a marker, but what is the trigger point? The trigger point is the background. It goes and detects whatever it's in the background. And let's say there is a monument, a building, a road, I don't know, something that is so unique, plus the GPS that is an essential role here. It gives you, it pops up the layer of AR. I'll show you two examples here. One is with a marker. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so this guy, he will show a card with a QR code. Okay, it pops up. It opens a software.
I'm sorry, but is there like a sound in the video? They can't hear anything.
Sorry, you cannot hear the video?
Was there a sound or?
Yes, there is a sound.
No, I can't hear as well.
Ah,
Maybe
okay,
we
okay.
didn't hear. Thank you.
Okay, let me remove my earphones.
Still nothing.
1 second. Now is it better?
No, what I would suggest you to do is to stop the sharing, share again, and when while you're sharing, you have to share the sound together with the screen.
Okay.
You will see the option. So share screen and then share sound.
Let me try now. Is it working or no?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Prathro here. Nice to meet you. As a trusted realtor, I'm going to make the process of buying or selling your home a rewarding experience for you. I'm going to bring my A game to every interaction with every client every time. That means you're going to have my knowledge, skills, connections, and the latest technology working hard for you every day. Ready to move forward? Simply click on one of these links to call, email, or check out my website. I look forward to working with you, and have a great day.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will stop here and I will go next to the another video, but let me just give you some examples. As you can see, the video or the 3D environment is attached to the card, which is we can position this layer related to this QR code. It could be behind, it could be on top, it could be, there is an X, Y, and Z that we can locate this video. Plus, we can put some interaction, like the buttons below. So it's not only what we can see, but we can move. Like in the video before, there is a cat. He can maximize the cat. He can push the cat to the book. Do you remember from the past video? So you can access this environment, which is an augmented environment within your reality. I'll show you another one. This related to why I cannot see. Okay.
Where can't hear the voice again?
There is no sound.
I imagine that in this case it's not that crucial. I don't imagine the raptor reciting Aristoteles, for example, but I think we get the general idea.
Okay, but you got my point.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back to so in brief, so there is a trigger point. We can go to this layer of augmentation, or there is a markerless AR that triggers some place or some monuments, or even like, for example, the dinosaur one, let's say one of them, they take the height of the car, let's say, they take the height of the person, and they do the ratio and putting this dinosaur in order to be real. So whenever you have, let's say you look up, you can see that it's above you. You can see its details. If you go closer, you can see its skins, let's say skin of the dinosaur. Okay, let's go to what we do in AR as well. We create the content, and I think Shari will mention that one of the important pillar in the team of AR is the professional in this industry. Let's say in education, we need the teacher who will tell us what to create. And in medicine or healthcare, we need a doctor, we need a nurse, let's say. So the content is always from the professional and created by a 3D, let's say, artist or a visual designer or an animator. And it's validated by this professional. The doctor will see the animation and it will say, yes, it's correct. What you are doing as animation, what you are creating as 3D models, let's say, of the heart, of the lungs, of the leg, are correct. And then comes the integration. Integration, it will come into, let's say, into the software, let's say Unity or ARKit from Apple or whatever. Inside this software, there are lots of programming. Those programming needs skills of coding in order to give interaction coding, to write the code whenever it's clicked, it's hover, it's maximize, it's minimize, it's disappear, whatever, delete. And then we go into deployment. The deployment is to put it online, to put it on stores, to put it on servers, and to make sure it's secure, it's always running at the best performance in order to offer a good experience for everyone to use it over apps. And I will not re-say this, but it's based on software development kits. It's based on sometimes on location and GPS, and always the quality which the user only see. They cannot see the code. They cannot see the how it's done. They can see the final, let's say, the final result, which is the interface, which are the elements I can see, I can interact with. So this is a quality assurance layer. Let's go at the end for some idea generation and how we can brainstorm. Depending, mainly it's based on the user. And as Sharbil said at the beginning of the presentation, it's based on the research. So we study the user. Let's say if we are doing something educational for kids, we understand and we sit with kids and we discuss how they want to perceive, how they want to study. We read lots of use cases to know more about what is the best way to teach those kids. It's not the technology itself that can teach them, it's the experience. The technology helps, the augmentation of this reality helps, because if they are doing something in a lab, if the, let's say, some tourists are going to a, let's say, a site, which is, there is a monument, and I don't have a guide, and I put my phone or my tablet in front of a monument, and it tells me its story, it tells me how it's built, it tells me the years they took to build this. It's very good. But we need real experiences before going into virtual experiences. And those real experiences we base on them in order to create this augmented reality. Okay, sorry. That's why we do a market research. We discuss everything in terms of how to augment. Maybe it's a sale. If I want to augment a site seeing sale and to have more tourism, maybe they give you at the entrance some glasses, and you go without any guide, and you will have all the information you need. Maybe some of the users will take half an hour to go to the site entirely. Maybe some others will take 4 hours because they would like to read everything and to see all the videos about the site. For sure, there is a project planning in order to create those, let's say, sites or items, because the phones, we cannot define which phone will be used, and whatever makes the project less in terms of size, it will be easier for phones to digest this application, to give better performance, not to cut it down or lagging of the screen. So we go and optimize every items, being it 3D, being it videos, to balance between the quality and the size of the project. The content creation, as discussed earlier, it's based on many types of people. So the team includes visual designer, 3D animators, 3D modelers, videographer, photographers, audio, all types, for sure, coders, programmers of, let's say, Unity, deployers on servers, administrators for servers. It's a big team to do this. Okay, one of the key component, which is written maybe here as UX UI. I don't know if you are familiar with this word. UX UI, lately, it's like equal like app design or website design. Okay, it's the result of this, but it's not as accurate as this. UX, at least UX, it's user experience. So it's the experience. It's not only the Sorry, Vladislav.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Vlado, your mic is up. Do you want to share something?
No, just I'm in the car and I need to switch off my microphone. Sorry about it.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, that's okay.
No worries. Okay, so the experience behind this is so delicate nowadays. Maybe from 20 years, the softwares were an application that to be used to get some data, it was something extraordinary and out of the box. But now, today, each element, each game, each screen design, it's competing other screen design. Let's say we have two applications that does the same thing. If the other application has a better logo, has a better colors, doesn't crash, has a better font, has a better, let's say, I don't know, interaction, it's easy to use. Every element I'm saying could give more value to the other screen. So in augmented reality, it's the same. If you are doing a content, even if the content is good, even if the content is unique, if it's not done in a good experience, it will have some impact on the users. This one I discussed earlier. If you can see here, the Archito for iOS, it's the same for Arcore for Android. It's Unity. There are many libraries as well for the 3D elements. And we have lots of testing to make sure that the quality is very good. We test it on different types of phones, Android, iOS, old phones, new phones, tablets, glasses, whatever device that has a camera and has an operating system, we can do the testing. Okay, security. Some of the security issues that is raised because it has some IP, some intellectual property. Those augmented reality are like, let's say, books for education, books for healthcare. Let's say when you go to a museum and buy some books for a touristic place, they are the same value, even more value, because they are in a multimedia environment. It could have not only pictures and text, it has videos, it has those elements. It could immerse you sometimes because you are checking the reality versus the video. So, for example, a monument, let's say it was let's say destroyed. If you put a camera over this monument or this castle, it could show you how was it before. It could it could continue the construction of this castle, let's say. So it's not only what we have as rigid or static images. That's why security is it should be high end, should be with layered with firewall and servers in order not to be stolen. Okay, the deployment, I will not go into details. The deployment is mainly on stores, on Google, on Apple, because there are apps that should be downloaded to phones and tablets, because it should be integrated immersively in the phone. Sometimes they are using third-party application, like the one I shared. It could take you to a browser let's say Chrome, Safari, or whatever, and open the application there. It could help. It's not that bad, but when it's an application installed over the phone, it's way better. For sure, there is a maintenance and updates for the applications to stay up to date, to check what is available over the phone. For example, if I upload an application over, let's say, a phone that is made in 2023 and a phone made in 19, the application detects what is available as feature in this phone and offer this user to use them depending on the phone. For sure, we go to analytics, how many times did they use this application, this feature, in order to make it better. We ask for feedback, we sometimes do surveys in order to have better performance, maybe to add more details, let's say in a road. We are going in a road, maybe put additional signs or remove the big amount of signs. It's too, let's say, too heavy on the application, or it's too crowded. I think this is it. By the way, yes, as I told you earlier, I can touch the screen, I can move everything I need, I can maximize, minimize, I can interact, I can do whatever it takes over a screen with the AR. Okay, the expertise needed, maybe I mentioned earlier, and the collaboration and teamwork. There should be a super synergy in order to create this. The industries, as I discussed, the top ones are healthcare, the education, industrial, and for sure the gaming. The gaming, I'm not including this because it's used to have it. Yani, the gaming is not new to have an augmented reality, and the retail even it's not new. The newest one are the healthcare, and the healthcare is going into the healthcare and the education. They are going big in this because they are changing some of their tools to have augmented reality. And this is the same in real world. And the conclusion and the future of AR, you will tell me what you will say about the future of AR. AR has unlimited things.
You know, Rami, one of the things, thank you for your presentation. One of the things that I just thought about in regard to, in particular to when you were talking about UI and UX, and what really makes it good. And it's also similar whenever you're creating educational content. What I've noticed is that the most important things are the things that you don't even notice that they're there. So what I mean by that is that they aid you, they help you to get something more out of a product, out of a service, out of an experience, an interaction that you're having. And it's good when it's working so well that you don't notice it being there. So for example, when you have the user experience that intuitively leads your eyes to find a particular button or more information in such a natural way that you don't even realize that you're not thinking about it, that's when it's really good, when you don't think about it. And I imagine that I see the future of, I imagine that virtual reality would reach that level at a certain point as well, but augmented reality is a little bit more obvious. What will really separate good products from average ones, let's put it this way, is exactly that. It's which are the things that really support your experience in a way that you don't even notice how good it is, because it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and it knows you better than you know yourself. So you get this optimal experience. So this was one of my thoughts, one of my first thoughts, just seeing this. I don't know if what you think about and what's your experiences, how you feel about it.
For sure, for sure. If I want to talk about UXs, it's my bread and butter daily. But what you're saying is 100% correct. And every time I was asked about this, I say like experiences like living in something. Like I give the same example about restaurant. If I ask you, tell me about your restaurant that you'd like to go or you used to go to, you tell me that it has, let's say, good food or good mood, and you stop. But if I go deep inside the layers that you go to this restaurant, it's because of everything: the light, the couch, the food, the parking, the air conditioning, the I don't know, the heating, the waiter, the decor, the everything. So, but you don't say this because maybe you say you tell that the most important thing for you, but you are okay with everything else. It's the same in the application. You go to this application, you do your task, and then you finish. I asked you, you did? You tell me, yes, it's easy. How you did it? It's a couple of clicks, and but when it's difficult, you will, after maybe 10 to 15 seconds or 20 seconds, if you don't find your button, you start to say, this is not an easy application. Where do I find this? If you are a bit angry, you drop it. If you are lazy, you ask your friend, where can I find this? So experience, it's the big thing now.
Yeah. Another analogy that I really like about it, it's a little bit like health. Yeah, like what is the optimal state of being healthy? You don't feel anything. There is no pain.
Yeah.
Like when you like it when you don't have a headache. You don't feel anything. That's the best thing. And I think that the user experience is the same thing, right? You don't think about it. You just go through it, and it feels nice because there's no friction to what you're trying to achieve.
100%. 100%. Any questions related to AR, even to VR? Sharbil is still with us.
I have something to add concerning the augmented reality. Just my opinion, I think it's very helpful to have the augmented reality. It's something we will need. We need and we will need in the future. But I think after like things getting really how can I say, like developed and used by every institution and every place, every application, I think it's going to come a point where it's going to be very complex and we are going to lose the sense of reality, even though it's augmented reality. But I think it's going to affect our, like, we will say like maybe we missed the reality of this. Like we see in Formula One races, they are putting this augmented reality option, if you want, like the racetrack and the speed of the car. But after you think that maybe I just want to watch without these options, and you cannot take out these things. So it's like I don't know, maybe you can help.
Okay, I got your point that sometimes the augmented reality or the virtual reality will let us lose some of the reality. I agree with you, but sometimes it helps. It has a two-edged sword. So let's say if you want to go to a conference, or to go to a country. And you cannot go to this conference because of, I don't know, your business, your time management, I don't know, you have something else. And you go to this conference through virtual reality and you give your best there, or you take whatever you want, you understand what's there. It's better even not to go. No, it's better to go like this. What is the best is to go in reality, which is it's way better. I got your point. In terms of augmented reality, it's optional. What you are saying about Formula One, sometimes people would like to read analytics. Sometimes people would like to read, but it's not for full time. We cannot live always in an augmented reality or always in a virtual reality. I think, depending on my personal experience, you will go to a psychologist after a long time of using this. But for business purposes, for educational purposes, it's helping a lot. For example, the last one Sharbil was showing in virtual reality, it's a place for the Ministry of Tourism that helps people to go and discover some places before going there. So, for example, you have 5 days and you would like to travel to a country. Maybe you can check in one day, let's say 20 places. And after checking those 20 places, you can choose 5 places and you will go in reality there. Okay, if you go to a site and you don't have a guide,
I see the point.
And you can put some glasses and just read about this or check the video, how it was built, which year, like a guide. But instead of a guide telling you by voice only, you can voice and video. So it's something additional. It's not always to put those glasses and walk all day.
Yeah, I know it's very helpful, but I was just saying if everything starts to use this,
you're right.
It will be a bit maybe complex for the human to see everything in detail and helpful and digital. And
Sure. Even we do it ourselves and on our hands, and we do it every day. We don't use it much unless it's needful.
Yeah.
Yes, Vasil, or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about 2 things. The first one was what you said about a visit, deciding on where you want to go and in advance. For example, this in our line of work, whenever for some of the mobilities that we do, one of the key activities to partner. So we go in advance to a location to see which are the best places to visit, which are the best hotels, and so on and so forth that would fit what a client, the school where a consortium is working for. And this would represent a great save on resources and physical, mental energy on our side, because every time when we do these, you have to go very rapidly. Within 3 days, you have to go to a country, check all the institutions, gather all of this information, be all day long, going between schools, museums, restaurants, and so on and so forth, and then go back home. And it's usually 56 hours of really intense work that are very taxing. They're physically taxing. So I imagine that something like that, in this case, maybe with virtual reality more than augmented reality, this would be a great way to give people the opportunity to do that type of work, give us the opportunity to do this type of work in a much safer way, let's put it this way, which is not as taxing on our bodies and also our cognitive abilities. So that was one thing. And then the other thing that I was thinking from a purely educational standpoint is, I don't know, Alec, if is it that pilots rely on these technologies all the time while they're driving, and then they cannot work without them properly? Is that the problem?
Sorry, is for me or for Alec?
For Alec.
You mean like airplane pilots or?
No, like the Formula One pilot. So is it that they get these augmented elements that help them drive properly, and then when they turn them off, actually it doesn't work anymore? Or what
No, it's just on. You only can see it as a fan, F1 fan. The drivers won't see anything. They just have their helmets, so they don't have that. Yeah. So
But
it's just for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
But Vasily, remind me of something about the pilot of airplane pilots. They do some simulations, which is reality and not reality at the same time. They sit in a place like a virtual reality. They have their boards in order to do some testing, not testing, but before going into an airplane and start as a co-pilot and then as a pilot, they start testing in a simulation place. Simulation is like where you test something.
Yeah, so the augmented reality can take that simulation to another level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's already there in a way. Like it is an example of the proper thing.
That's why augmented reality is not born now, but now it's born for the education, for the healthcare, for the tourism, but it was always for the gaming and some business to business thing.
I guess this means that one of the main challenges, or one of the main things in which ways in which augmented and virtual reality will expand, just like every other technology from a historical point of view, it's a matter of time when it becomes easily available to the masses. And that's one of the main things to look forward to, because you have these very narrow fields of work that benefit from it right now. And it's just a matter of time when we in mass can find ways that would really facilitate, for example, learning. And we can now benefit from it, apart from just having some apps on our phones to have fun with and just put T-Rexes in our offices, which we've done here as well. So,
but one of the, let's say, the other example of the furniture, it's used and it's for B2C, it's for business to consumer. Let's say you rent a new house or a new place, and you would like to put some couches, the TV, the lamp, I don't know. You can get a real size objects and put them through your phone. You can check, okay, this armchair can fit here. This TV is big for this wall, I cannot put it. So you can see it before you buy them.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's really good. And I went through some interior design the last months, and I wished I had that at my disposal. I knew about it.
Great.
So do we have any other questions? And if not, how, Marge, are we proceeding with the talk?
Forgive me for being absent, but my nose is not leaving me alone today, so I'm having a hard time breathing. If there are no questions, I think that we are most definitely done for today. What I would like you to do, and I will send it in the chat, we have a small questionnaire. It won't take you longer than about 5 minutes. So if everybody could please click on the link below, you could do it now, it doesn't take long. Just to get some feedback from you, and our next dialogue will be in November, but we haven't settled on a date yet, so I'm not going to spoil it yet. But I would like to thank everybody and the speakers, most of all, for being with us, for sharing your knowledge and your insights into the topic. I don't know if anybody has any other comment that they would like to share. Of course, the floor is open. Maya, no, I think
No, for me it's all clear for today.
All right. All right.
There was question where discussion is just make me absolutely clear about the monument designing for the rooms and stuff, because if I'm be honest with you, I was using, but I don't know exactly how it's called in the name.
Right. So I think that
So-
that is
Rami,
it,
what
yeah.
is the name of the application? Do you know the name of that application for the furnitures? Is it actually something that it's already out on the market, or is it something that is still in beta?
I think there are some out of the market and you can use, and there is some other for measurements. For example, you want to measure from this point to this point, it will tell you 3 meters. You want to put a, don't know, TV, you will say that it's 60 inches, it will give you an exact 60 inches inside this wall.
Yeah, there is the apps on the phone, which one is measurement, so you can just put the phone, you can scan and they'll give you the exactly the measure.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, everybody. And have a good day further.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much for having us. See you soon.
Thank you.